crypto, speed matters, but trust matters more.
At Caleb & Brown, you're never on your own. We connect you with your own personal broker and a 24/7 team,
Ready to help you buy, sell, or swap over 250 digital assets with one flat, transparent fee. No spreads, no slippage, no hidden costs. Get the best market prices through deep, aggregated liquidity executed by our professional trading desk. Your funds are secured with institutional-grade cold storage for total peace of mind. Track every move in real time with our intuitive client portal. Anywhere, anytime. Whether you're trading as an individual, trust, or business, we give you speed, security, and peace of mind. Thousands of clients in over 100 countries already trust Caleb & Brown. Visit calebandbrown.com and start your personalized crypto journey today.
And what is up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Blockchain Brew Show. Running a little solo tonight, but never solo when the Brew Crew is showing up in the chat. Am I right? So, guys, smash the like button. It's the most important way you can help the channel grow. Subscribe if you're not subscribed already. Hit that notification bell, ring a ding ding, ring a ding ding, so that you don't miss the next one. You know, the bell is better when T-Square does it, but hey, guys, there's a bell right here. I gotta get a bell is what I gotta do. I gotta get a bell. Put the +1 in the chat if I need to get a bell. So there we go. DZ says, Platinum hitting us with the easy money, with the DZ money. Coinbase is listing metals. This is true. Also, a great place to trade metals is over on BTCC. Get $100 in trading funds just for registering with our link. Don't even have to deposit or none of that. So you snag your free $100 in trading funds and go put 100x leverage long on silver at the top. At the local top anyways. I think it's the local top or near it. But we shall see. Time will tell. Time will tell. So yeah, guys, let's go ahead and jump on into the show. Move my desk up a little bit. There we go. You guys can see my my whiskey in the background, my empty stout bottle in the background, my wife's camera bags in the background, my Bottle Logic sign in the background, and T Swizzy in the background. So put a +1 in the chat if you like T Swizzy, and put a -1 in the chat if you hate T Swizzy. Let's see here. So guys, I got my pour today. It's another on my second to last can of this, and then I'll be bringing you guys some more variety here. But got another Sleepier Machines. So I assume that the people in the chat already know this because I think he posted it in Discord. But we love Trent. I think he posted it in the Discord. But T Square, he's fine, guys. He's nothing nothing catastrophic or anything. But paid a little visit to the walk-in clinic today, and had some things going on with his chest, just the tissue muscles, stuff like that. No heart, lungs, nothing cardiopulmonary or anything like that. So, but nonetheless, if you pray, say a prayer for T Square. The brew crew needs him healthy, right? The brew crew needs him healthy and ready to get it. The cryptoverse needs him healthy and ready to get it. The silver bulls need him healthy, right? Most importantly, his wife and his family need him healthy, so yeah. I might sound dramatic. I just want to reiterate, I think from what I understand, he just pulled something or, something like that. He's alive barely. Real Meta Crypto is a propagandist. T Square is more than barely alive. He's doing good. Let's see. Oh yeah, my pour. I almost forgot. ASMR pop. Saw his post. Here's the pour. As opposed to the rich. And that's what the World Economic Forum overlords want to do, right? Because they want two classes, the poor and the rich. And that's why we show up here every day and we pour, right? So that we get the pour out of our system right now, and we don't and we don't end up in the poor, And you guys have heard this spiel before from me. Joking aside, nobody in America is poor, and I mean that with some hyperbole. I think some people probably fit the category, if you go to Skid Row, but it's still a privileged sort of poor in the sense that, you went deep into the sin that was so available to you in the world around you, right? Because we live in the West, everything's accessible, and sin is so accessible. Sin is just as accessible everywhere because the heart is evil. But the realizing of that sin and the acting and the fleshing out of that sin, there's just so many ways to do it here in the West. And there's so many ways to do it, deeply. So, you look at Skid Row, right? Yes, they're objectively poor. Okay. Granted that, but the way that they got there is actually a much more privileged road than the two-thirds world. Anyways, my point is, guys, we have, if you live in America or anywhere in the philosophical West, we have so much to be thankful for. And shouldn't we be able to take that attitude into our trading, into our investing, take that attitude into the markets with us, right? That we take that attitude into the markets with us, that we have so much to be the philosophical West. Yes, I know maybe that's not the best way to say it, but it's true. I mean, the Western world is built on philosophies. No, but what do you want me to call it? The cultural West, I guess you could say. But the West is not just the western part of the world, you know? Anyways. Yeah. So, he said Skid Row is 50 blocks. Dang. Did you see James O'Keefe? You say his name? Keefe? James O'Keefe? No. James O'Keefe post about I prefer Byzantium. I'm sure you do, brother. I'm sure you do. James O'Keefe. Okay, not only did I not see him post about Penguin, I also don't know who he is. So there's that. Take a sip of my beer and we'll get on with the program. Hey, you know, like, that's good, guys. Muffhead and Amelia, you know. Amelia heard me the other day, Muffhead, on the stream talking about, you know, real presence in the Eucharist. And, you know, admittedly, Protestant evangelicalism has gone very wrong on that, I believe. But, yeah, there you go. And one quick second, guys. All right, sorry about that, guys. We dumping fam, you know it. Yes, sir. So, okay, let's see here. Throw myself on the screen. Weekly roll-up, Caleb and Brown. If you want this weekly roll-up dropped to your inbox, you know what to do. Check out the link in the description. Create an account. You don't got to fund it or nothing like that. Just create the account and yeah. Okay. Number one, leveraged liquidation flush saw 750 million US dollars in liquidations occur over the weekend. U.S. Senate crypto market structure bill to proceed markup vote on January 30th. New Bitcoin whale holdings grew to 130 billion US dollars, surpassing OG whales holdings. Delaware Life Insurance filed to offer BlackRock Bitcoin-linked fixed indexed annuity. Galaxy Digital is launching $100 million US dollar crypto hedge fund, and Trump Media and Technology Group is planning a crypto token airdrop for shareholders. So macro market overview. Risk-off sentiment spread across the markets this week as geopolitical uncertainty centered around President Trump's tariffs, mixed expectations for Q4 earnings, and the potential for a partial U.S. government shutdown. Yeah, that's another thing, guys. That old shutdown is back on the table. So, you know, I suppose if they don't go into a shutdown, it's bullish, but it's bullish in a bearish kind of way, right? It's bullish because, oh God, we didn't go into a shutdown that like we shouldn't be having to go into anyways. Like it's bullish in a very bearish kind of way. So I don't think that it's the thing that's going to get us to reclaim 100K or anything like that, right? Anticipation ahead of the U.S. FOMC January 28th rate decision. And someone in the chat is saying, tomorrow, yeah, tomorrow's big. We got old Jerome Powell, not cutting rates tomorrow. So do with that what you will. According to CME's Fed Watch tool, the likelihood of a rate cut this week currently stands at 2.8%. Not good. This week in tariffs, President Trump stepped back on his position of using force to take control of Greenland and imposing tariffs on the European nations, but he has threatened 100% tariffs on Canada if the country proceeds to strike a trade deal with China. Again, it's bullish in a bearish kind of way. Like, oh yeah, he softened, like he ruled out using force with Greenland. Well, okay, like it's something we shouldn't have to be worrying about anyways. So it's bullish in a bearish kind of way. In economic data, the U.S. final gross domestic product for the quarter ending December 31st, 2025, came in above forecast at 4.4%, while the core personal consumption expenditures index for December came in on forecast 0.2%. The Bank of Japan held rates steady at under 0.75% on Friday, January 23rd. Though two sudden spikes where the yen gained against the U.S. dollar raised questions around whether Japanese authorities had completed a rate check. The New York Federal Reserve completed the dollar-yen rate checks at around midday Eastern time on Friday. Amid this week's uncertainty, gold and silver hit record highs of $5,110 US and $109 respectively. Both of those prices are above those at this point. Looking ahead, Bank of Canada rate decision on Wednesday, US FOMC rate decision on Wednesday, and CPI data coming out Friday. Fear and greed, back in the fear, guys. Back in the fear at 29. At one point, the fear and greed had risen back up to neutral. And I said that this was... I said this was a concern, right? That fear and greed rises back up to neutral and then rejects off of neutral, right? So we can't seem to get any greed in the market. And if you can't get any greed in the market, you can't substantially talk about a real reclaiming of 100K and let alone all-time highs and getting price back in the right direction. So for the time being, guys, in the short to mid-term, it doesn't look like we can get greed back in the market right now. Most sectors saw declines this week, while gaming made minor gains. Yeah. Layer 0A, guys, are BYDFi VIP signals have called out Layer 0 a lot. Layer 0 is up 17% for the week. And guys, our VIP signals have called that one a lot. So, if anyone wants to get a hold of those VIP signals, they're in our Discord. All you got to do is be in our Discord. You can get in there for free by DMing us on X or emailing us at blockchainandbrew@gmail.com. And get in Discord with us. Create an account with our link on BYDFi and fund that account with at least $100, and you'll get access to VIP trading signals, scalp signals, swing signals, and Lazy Zero, he said, scalp signals, swing signals, and market analysis every day, and it's free. You're not paying $100; you're funding your own trading account with $100. So there you go. Let's see here. Bitcoin opens the week at $93,630, sold off on uncertainty across markets, primarily due to tariffs, U.S. interest rates, a potential U.S. government shutdown, and anticipation of mixed Q4 earnings. The sell-off continued into the new week, with $60 million US worth of leveraged Bitcoin longs liquidated in 30 minutes overnight on Sunday. Bitcoin is now trading around $88,000 US to start the new week. Bitcoin investment products saw almost $1.1 billion of inflows, and Bitcoin dominance is hovering right at the same spot that it was the last time we did this roll-up. like between 59 and 60%. So, guys, dominance, stuff's just not bullish, right? Like that's the gist of it. There's a way in which dominance can be going up while everything is actually going up. And that is a bullish time in the market. It's just not a true altcoin season, right? Right now, dominance can't seem to do any of that, because forget about an altcoin season. You guys, again, I'm a permabull, okay, on Bitcoin, and not every altcoin, but on Bitcoin, XRP, Cardano, Ethereum, Crypto.com, shout out CrowFam. Anything other than that is like is on a different tier for me. Let's say like Algorand, HBAR, AVAX, Near. I'm a permabull on like Bitcoin and crypto and crypto, just not every crypto, right? I'm a permabull, I am. But look, short to midterm, like we can't even get greed in the market. We can't even get bullish enough to get, forget about an altcoin season. We can't even get a bullish market, right? And Bitcoin going over 60% would not be a bad thing. Like everything can go up, as dominance goes up. New Bitcoin whale addresses holding 1,000 to 10,000 BTC have recently increased their share of supply, surpassing older large holders. New whales now hold $130 billion of Bitcoin, while OG whales hold $126 billion worth of Bitcoin. The data suggests a shifting balance of large-scale ownership and renewed confidence among emerging institutional participants. Delaware Life Insurance filed to offer BlackRock Bitcoin-linked fixed indexed annuity, giving policyholders returns tied to Bitcoin's performance with built-in principal protection. The product aims to blend traditional retirement planning with regulated crypto exposure. Kansas lawmakers introduced a bill to establish a state-run Bitcoin and digital asset reserve fund, allowing the state to hold Bitcoin and other tokens as part of its fiscal strategy. The proposal seeks to accrue digital assets through state's abandoned property process, which would see assets allocated to the fund if the owner doesn't claim the assets within 3 years. Strategy, bought some Bitcoin. There you go. As they continue to do. Ethereum is doing its thing. Okay, down 8% in a week. So there you go. Ethereum buying news. Bitmine bought some Ethereum. Good for them. They are the strategy of Ethereum, so they should. Galaxy Digital, wasn't this a big story? Okay, so, market structure bill is expected to progress to a markup vote on January 29th. But cool, a markup is just getting the ball rolling. Galaxy Digital, led by Mike Novogratz, is launching $100 million crypto hedge fund focused on opportunistic strategies as Bitcoin prices have declined. The fund will pursue directional and relative value trades across the digital asset markets, aiming to capitalize on volatility and make gains even when bearish sentiment prevails. That sounds pretty cool. I mean, I wouldn't throw the farm at it. I wouldn't throw too big a percentage of my portfolio at it. But if you can throw a little bit of capital at something that at least has prospects to make you money even when markets are going down, then hey, why not? Sounds interesting to me, at least. So there you go. There's the roll up for today. Let me check in on the comments here. Says, I know you were primarily 4 to 5x. I've been like 10x lately. But what percentage you leverage to spot holding? I know not financial advice, I got burned bad last year, and I'm trying to find a ratio. I'm primarily only leverage trading Bitcoin right now. Me too. Me too, by the way. I believe it's going to prove to be the best trading decision I've ever made. Like moving to trading just Bitcoin. I'm not saying I'm never going to trade the occasional altcoin move, but moving to trading just Bitcoin, like I took some big wins last year. I took some big losses last year too, leveraging altcoins. So I am with you. This is an important lesson. And look, it's a lesson that I am learning live in real time on YouTube in front of you guys. Like I am in the same spot. I'm in that same spot. Like in terms of leverage to spot holding, I mean, honestly, I haven't done that math for my own, but I mean, it's hard to say. I can't give everyone the same advice on that, because if you're trying to trade for income, like I can reasonably see why you would have a seemingly large amount of your capital like on exchanges. Like I can understand that as you're trying to take profits and roll those profits into your spot holdings, so that over time, yes, the gap between your trading accounts and your spot holdings, that gap grows over time, right? But if you're trying to trade for income, I understand why you would have a larger portion of your holdings there. If you're not needing to trade for income, I mean, look, keep it under 10%. And I know even 10% is a lot, but everyone's got to do their own thing and learn, right? So yeah, that's what I think about that. But guys, like we're little people over here. We're real people, and I know everyone has said this. And then it proves to be different down the road. But I promise you guys, like we're little people over here. We're real people, and we're not gonna stop being real people when we're bigger people. It's just like it's just not us, man. I'm learning here in real time with you guys, like disciplining myself as a trader, like. Took some big wins last year, took some big losses last year, and I'm sticking to BTC right now, dialing in my game, so. Near AVAX, yes sir. Dash. dash. I got you, man, I got you. All right. You're a noob. That's fine. That's fine, Daniel. That's fine. And I've been in crypto since 2021. I know a thing or two. But it's okay. Like everyone's maybe not everyone, okay, but a lot of people are noobs in some sense. Like we should be lifelong learners, right? Like if being a lifelong learner and being humble about it makes me a noob, then that's fine. I've made some money, Daniel Kaufman. I sold a lot of XRP above $3 in last year, and I bought all that XRP, average about 40 cents. So yeah, I mean, look, I've done the thing, and we're gonna keep doing the thing, and we're gonna do the thing really big in the days and months and years to come, and we're gonna build this channel into something epic. But none of this is my identity. Jesus is. His gospel is. His kingdom is. So, there you go. Share this tab instead. Silver. Man, just keeps on keeping on. But look at the stochastic RSI. Now it's finally looking to cross bearish. You've got a red reversal arrow on the oscillator. It's overbought, way overbought. How can you not put a 2x leverage short on that and not think to yourself that like that is such a safe play, right? And a good play. All right, Bitcoin. Okay, Bitcoin stochastic RSI finally peaking above the dotted line. And to me, that is reason to start thinking that, hey, Stokes are at 26 now, and Stokes don't have to get all the way back to the top here. They don't have to enter back into overbought territory, especially if we're becoming really bearish. Stokes can come up just a little bit more and end up creating another bearish divergence. Well, I guess it'd have to make another high you'd have to make a higher high to do that. But you get what I mean. Stokes can make a lower low here. To me, I'm at the point where everything else about this chart is telling me that the Stokes being at 26 tells me that it has room to crash down again. That's what it tells me. On the candlesticks, you've got this like retest of the white line right here. By the way, my system, the yellow trend line, all of these are drawing over top of these Lux Algo trend lines at one point or another, right? So, the white lines are lines that are drawn on the daily chart. The yellow lines are lines that are drawn on the weekly chart. And the purple lines are lines that are drawn on the 4-hour. Okay. Yeah. So I had said that like I could see price, coming up here, back up to the white trend line, rejecting off of it, and then doing its thing. You can see my squiggly right here doing its thing where it kind of just falls over. And so far, like, man, these arrows have played out. Like this first two set of blue arrows that I had played out perfectly. I didn't mean to move that. Dang it. This one, right? Like it moved up to the white trend line, wicked off of it, rejected. And now that's what I see happening here at this trend line. Move up to the trend line. Maybe it gets up over it, but then it has the trend catcher to deal with at $91,300 acting as resistance, and then a white line above that. So, I'm looking at a rejection somewhere in that area, somewhere between $89,541 to $91,318, a rejection within that range, and then rolling over to continue to make lower lows. That's what I see on the daily. 4-hour. So now on the 4-hour, you can see my purple lines a bit better. And, that's the thing. It looks like we have a new, Lux Algo has a new trend line right there. Turn that one purple for us. So we know it's on the 4-hour. And what do you know? Like, different shade of purple though. What am I doing? There we go. Man, that's coming up to the daily line. The daily line is converging with the 4-hour line, which is converging with the trend catcher, right? It's doing this thing right here. Converging resistance, right? The price is bumping up against a converging area of resistance, just like it did back here. When I drew this, circle right here, okay? And it rejected off of that level. So, 4-hour stochastic RSI is double topping, about to cross bearish. Look at it right there. 4-hour double top on stochastic RSI. Bearish cross incoming. And, Lex Algo did give you a buy signal when price bounced a little bit, but that buy signal is not looking like it's going to turn this trend catcher green, and that's the confirmation. So, let's see here. Maybe a bunch of Daniel. XRP to $1.50, maybe. I think probably. Liquidity will not go up until gold and silver rotate to Bitcoin. When that happens, Bitcoin will shock the world. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair enough. I basically agree with that. I might have some nuances, but yeah, I basically agree with that. I don't know if Daniel's here, but let's look at Dash just for shits and gigs, man. Not gonna see anything different going on here. Like, look, it has to get. It's making lower highs, lower lows. Like, it's got to get above $67 to like do anything too convincing here. And look on the longer time frame, like, look at this lower low on the daily. That's crazy, man. It's crazy talk. It's it's not bearish divergence. That line's pretty flat, but dang, it is a bit of bearish divergence on the old hyperwave, though. So, that just doesn't look good. Like, it tells you that you're going to break this low or retest that low before you break this high. That's what it tells me. And you can see my levels from the last time we looked at it. Somewhere between $35.95 to $29.04 is what I'm looking at for Dash. XRP on me. Dang, strong sell signal, man. Hate to see it. Strong sell signal on XRP. Hey, what did Real Meta just say? $1.50 for XRP. We've got a strong sell signal on the daily for XRP with a red trend catcher. Take profit coming in at $1.56. And that's just the take profit one. The take profit two coming in at $1.23. So, hey, you should back up. You should back up the trailer at those prices and scoop it up. Honestly. THQ. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't see you say this, DZ. Been sick. Hope you get better, man. Almost lost my chance of going to the Super Bowl because someone gave me the fever. Oh, man, you don't want to do that. Hope you make it to the Super Bowl, DZ. THQ. Look at that wick. Okay, here's what I could say. There's just not a lot of data here on this daily chart. But here's what I could say. you've got this pattern, and look at how Lux Algo like sees that pattern out into the future before it stops developing. Like I love that about this indicator. Like now look, you're closer to this lower trend line than you are this upper trend line. So I don't hate throwing a little bit at it. I could just never advise anybody to throw too much at it. But I don't hate throwing something at it right here, thinking that like you have that much to the downside and that much to the upside, right? I don't hate that play. I don't hate that play. It's all risk reward, right? So I don't hate that play at all. Look at the 1 minute, lots of data. The hell? What you got me looking at here? Real meta? What is this? What kind of chart is this? What are you doing to me, man? Dude, I gotta get off of that thing now. I don't know what just happened. Bitcoin on the 1 hour though, yeah, look, it's rejecting off of that purple line. 1 hour Stokes curving over. 1 hour hyperwave curving over. 1 hour money flow curving over. So there you go on that. Midnight. Guys, like midnight is a no-brainer DCA for me. Like I can throw my brain out the window and DCA midnight. And I'm really not throwing my brain out the window because I've already done my due diligence with this project, It's Google's a midnight validator. Like midnight has proven to be the only viable solution of its kind for privacy and selective disclosure meets enterprise. It's the only thing of its kind, and it has the advantage of like coming on the heels of Cardano's security and base layer infrastructure, like the credibility of that from a tech perspective is wild. Like, guys, this thing is no joke. In the short term, I mean, I don't know. This buy signal is unlikely to turn the trend catcher green to me anytime soon because of the way that stochastics and the hyperwave are both like rolling over right here. Like you can see where it tried to pump, but it's just running out of steam. So there we go. I'm gonna call it an early night tonight, guys. We read the Caleb and Brown weekly roll up. We covered Bitcoin, Dash, THQ, XRP, midnight. We covered what else did we cover? Yeah, so to wrap it up, let me go back to Bitcoin and back to the daily. And again, just to be clear, take profit down here at $80,600. Take profit 2 is at $72,845. And at least somewhere in the middle of that is where I think this thing is going. Like, don't get caught up in the day-to-day pumps. You know, they're relief rallies, they're bull traps. Every one of them right now are bull traps. This take profit at $80,000 and this take profit $72,000, that range is in play. So with that being said, I'm gonna get one more thing for us over here. Trade on BYDFi to get up to $10,000 in volume rewards. T-Square's favorite segment. And, you know, fund your BidFi account. Look at my stout pour again. Fund your BidFi account with, you know, at least $100 to get access to our VIP signals. And then guys, when you register on BTCC with our link, get up to 100, or not up to, but get 100 USDT in trading funds issued the next business day. Literally, you know, just create an account, no KYC. Log in with your email, create your account, no KYC. Get 100 USDT issued the next business day, and then go put a massive long or a massive short on whatever floats your boat. And maybe, just maybe, because Daniel Kaufman is acting the way he is right now, just maybe every one of us should go get that 100 USDT and put in a 200x leveraged short on Dash. Cheers, guys. Thank you, everyone, for coming in. Thank you, Real Meta Crypto. Thank you, DZ. Thank you, Muffhead. Thank you, Amelia. Thank you, Pirate Mantra Official. Thank you, LT. Thank you, DZ, if I didn't already say that. And yes, thank you even to Daniel Kaufman, because thank you even to Daniel Kaufman, because, you know, he does come and be nice. I am being nice to you, Daniel. I am. Thank you, Daniel. Thank you to Daniel. He you know, he adds some flair to the cryptoverse, you know. When Julie came on the show, we learned from some of the people in the chat that they all know who he is too. So, you know, he thank you, Daniel, and cheers to the Brew Crew. Good night.